Tundra, the XTI champions. Let's see if this was a fluke or the boys deserve to get it. Playing against the OG. Looking at both of the lineups, OG focusing on like heavy magical damage, the nuke damage, really bad games. 33 on his classic Zoo Hero, and we're gonna see the spam coming on from the Beastmaster, starting with the Wild Axes, and yeah. This is a tri-lane. They want to get something. Oh! He's like, I've got to pause. It's 3 of us. Someone needs to TP down. Pretty standard stuff. I don't think Dragonite's going to die in this lane. He just put a second point in Dragon's Blood. So no
Seems
pressure.
right.
It's mostly going to be this tri-lane here.
Saksa with another death under his belt as Yuragi gets his second kill.
I don't know if they feel like they could potentially rotate snaking to the top lane, because this lane's not working. Again. And another one.
Yeah, Bushwhack, telekinesis to try and survive, but a blink strike going in on the Saksa. Got a double blink strike right click from the Lina. That's going to give enough damage to have Taiga grab the last shot. Ready to get close. The Arcane Rune picks it up and now that away. And we've seen this in China as well, but hold on. Stun comes in, telekinesis from Saksa. That should be 33 alive. However, the Bushwhack lands, and Saksa is going to go down for the 5th time, dominating here for Yuragi. Damage that's going to be throw the way of. How that ends up going by is they're going to bring heroes down here towards spot. They've got the telekinesis onto BZM. Saksa with that ult. They go to the Blade Mail. They're going to try and get in front of this one. Sharpshooter thrown by Misha. They've got 9 coming over with an Elder Dragon form, but they don't get the kill here just yet onto BZM. They'll go to the no blink yet. Taiga with the blink strike, sewing him up for the moment. Skitter still gets the kill onto BZM, getting their first on the board. So finally, Tundra getting themselves something out of this as they'll go forward with 9 having that blink dagger, and that means they're able to get a second, taking out Misha. So the aggression from OG.
Reiki, Shard is available.
Gonna throw out that sweeping dart, pops the Blade Mail. Sunray now on top of Yuragi. LSA with the Laguna Bleed, they get the kill on a Snake King, but they're gonna look over and try and finish the life of the Lina. Ends up being a trade that's well worth it for Tundra as they take the 5 times kill streak out of the hands of this Lina. And meanwhile, BZM up top getting a kill on a 33 with the help of DM as well as Misha.
Because coming into the late game, the lineup from Tundra is just way too powerful, especially when it comes to the team fight. We still haven't seen the full team fight in action.
Again. He's going to get caught back to back.
BKB, but
he can't get it off, and he gets the BKB off. It's not going to matter. 9 ends up getting a kill there on Yuragi. Look at this, 78-22 already on the plus win probability, and they're right into Roche.
Yeah, I think this is even being generous at this point, considering the lineup that Tundra has and how well they have been playing in the last 10 minutes. When it comes down to the tri-lane, yeah, they lost it because they couldn't punch back.
A decent chunk out of that lane, especially when they open up the space for him, and I kind of worry for OG how they're going to be able to handle him, especially now working with this Helm of the Overlord. Look over to the side, Bushwhack Sharpshooter coming through, not going to land on the Phoenix. And the ult coming through on a Snake King. So taking the Phoenix to start and take out Saksa next. But 33 with the Primal Roar that hits out of the Queen of Pain. They'll throw the dart over and put this Beastmaster to sleep. LSA to follow it up. So there's the combo, there's the kills. 3 kills there for OG. And Tundra, they kind of get caught in no man's land, and OG take advantage. All right, he picks it up, smoke again. That haunt, Shadow Step off cooldown in just 4 seconds. They'll go to the dust. They've got the blink as well as the Dragon Tail. Shadow Step comes in, and they get the kill on the Taiga. They're going to look towards the back. At BZM and Misha need to walk away. They'll blink away on BZM. They don't get anything else, but again, it's very easy for them, especially once they have that dust, to have Skitter jump through with the Shadow Step.
Oh, DM, Roar.
Saksa, telekinesis, and that should mean they've got this ready to go. Meanwhile, Saksa, he's also stolen the Sweeping Dart. So he can not only put them in with the telekinesis, but he has the sweep available, and Skitter with another kill on a DM. Smoke's gonna break. Taiga's right there, goes to the Sweeping Dart. So now they'll move over to try and get the kill here on a Saksa. Sonic Wave comes out again, and they'll take out the Rubik. The Shadow Step was from Skitter, but not enough to really get anything at the moment. They're starting to back away on OG. Very careful.
Very annoying spell to deal with.
Makes these setups pretty easy. Shadow Step once again, and Misha on the run, but DM comes in to try and help out this Hoodwink. Breathe Fire from 9 is the finishing blow needed to get the kill. They've got themselves at least one. With Roche now being available again, these teams are going to fight it out potentially for the next Aegis if they go in once more.
It's like it's going to be Scotty. Makes her more tanky. Deals well with that Satanic that Lina just showed.
DM, with the telekinesis, they're going to go forward with the Shadow Step once again. BKB's been popped by DM. He's surviving for now. Taiga over to the side going after an illusion, but here comes down with the blink as well as the Dragon Tail coming out of the Skitter. Skitter's going to get really into this fight with BZM. BKB and a blink away, but Misha on the run from Skitter still. He's all the way in the base. They only got the kill on a Taiga. They've taken out one, and they'll burn away Misha with the fireball placed on the ground by 9. Righty, and that's over. You can see 9 just working on this tower as Yuragi over to the side doing with an illusion. BZM fall all the way back. He was quite low in that exchange. They'll buy back on Misha. And the Racks are in trouble. Meanwhile, Skitter, he's got the Shadow Step ready, so he doesn't have to be exactly right there at the fight. Gonna get himself into that Scotty, but now they'll get the kill on Misha. It's gonna be the Shadow Step that leads to that, and Skitter right back.
He's gone for
jungle.
70.
Yeah, he just bought back. That was a second ago. Halberd picked up by 33. Telekinesis on a DM. Here comes Taiga as well as BZM looking after Saksa. Got him off and over to the side, but the Dragon Tail comes out from 9. They've got the Sunray right on top of this Ricky. They'll get the kill on Saksa, but they end up trading Taiga. Laguna Blade 9 doomed up. And the chase is on, but the Primal Roar, it comes through on a DM who was going after Snake King. The LSA lands as the dart was there for 33, and they'll look to get the kill out of the Beastmaster after taking out this Phoenix. 3 heroes dead on the side of Tundra, make it a 4th. Yuragi with the double kill and a little bit of a defense from OG. That gives them the damage to get this kill, and you can see the Maelstrom bouncing around. They find 33, they find Snake King. Him gets credit for that one, and then 33 on the run. This fight really looking good there for OG, and one of the first big fights outside of the laning stage that gets them a victory, right?
Yeah, after laning stage, they didn't have many. They tried a couple of times on Spectre, not too very successful, but yeah, they did manage to kill Roshan in the end. And, who picked up the shard? I think Doom got it, or Queen of Pain. Oh, both of them have it. I like that BZM understands in these fights, I'm just gonna blow up one of these supports. Mostly it's been Rubik, but he also... Oh, Ricky's in trouble.
Yes, spotted.
And that's a gem.
So dead. Gem
that's
on the
a second gem. Ooh. He bought back in the previous fight, so won't be up for another 50 seconds. For an opening, doesn't have ulti.
But they've got the Bushwhack that lands on a 9, and now they're gonna try and come over with the Haunt. Get the kill on a 9, and now they'll jump over. Skitter in a little bit far, but the rest of the side of OG are backing away as Misha ends up dead to this Spectre, and 1 for 1 that they'll happily take. Reduction. Tundra over the side. They've got the telekinesis. They look to get the kill on Misha. They'll get the hoodwink. And that's 1 to start. The rest of the team is nearby. They need to be careful. Yuragi, well, he's been singled out for the moment with BKB being popped by DM. Taiga getting low. Yuragi throwing out some right clicks, but here comes the rest of the side of Tundra. And Yuragi in trouble as that was an LSA that landed for the
33 has Roar.
They've got the Aegis, and they'll have a second life with the BKB being popped by Yuragi. Trying to TP out of this one. They go to the back lines looking for BZM. They'll get themselves both the kill onto Yuragi. Looking over at BZM, who just blinks and looks to TP, but the jump again from Skitter, not enough. Oh, man. Just getting BZM out of that one, but they got Yuragi, and that's really the big one to come for.
BZM used Lincolns there on Yuragi, try to save him, but not enough. You can see the way Tundra, they're really hungry in this one, and the problem is Spectre shows where everyone is. Max Roche in 2 minutes, they can't allow Tundra to take this one.
On you, them. Well, they've got the Hex. It's on Yuragi. He's in the trees. The LSA is going to be used, but it's not going to land on a Skitter, so he'll pop and try to survive as he looked to use that Satanic.
We can see Dota Plus win probability up to 92.
And not shocking considering.
Well, good luck stopping this kind of a siege. You have Hawk scouting things out in base, 9 with flying movement. He also has Spell Prism, so permanent dragon form.
They don't have Yuragi, but they're still looking to maybe fight. Primal Roar comes in. That's going to pop the Aeon Disc on DM. 9 still looking forward. They go to the BKB. They'll jump in with BZM. The Fireball's on the ground. They go to the Doom. That's going to be placed out on onto the Dragon Knight. They're still going forward. DM, though, burning with the Sunray on him. Nine's able to get the kill on him as BZM, BKB blink over to the side. But here comes Saksa. Throws out an LSA, but the BKB is going to be the savior for BZM, who blinks back into the base. And they'll take the tier 3 tower over mid. They'll look towards the racks. The Bushwhack lands onto the Dragon Knight. But Nine not really too afraid. They have Yuragi back up in 20 seconds.
Man,
they
Lina was so short
too.
Lina needed like 50 gold after she died for a buyback, and now Dragon Knight.
Oh, Saksa in, telekinesis. Misha's gonna be dead to rights. They get the kill there onto the Hoodwink. All three have buyback, but how are you gonna go about winning this game as you're on your heels? BZM in some trouble, blinks back into the base. Saved by the Stormcrafter to go up into the air for just a moment. They're charging up the Sharpshooter, throwing it over onto Saksa. The damage there with the Laguna Blade. They get the kill to Saksa. They'll take the Rubik, but now they've got the Primal Roar onto Yuragi. Sonic Wave comes out, but it's not going to be enough damage to get any of the kills on the side of Tundra. They already got the kill onto Saksa, but it's just Saksa. Is it really enough to fight into this? They go after 9. They land the LSA. The damage coming in from Yuragi. It's feeling like enough with the Inferno Blade hitting from DM. They'll finally take out a second. They'll blink forward for 33, who pops the BKB, but he'll be able to escape with said BKB and a TP out.
I think we all experienced this type of a game as a support where enemy carry is so farmed, especially Spectre. She finds you anywhere, one glimpse of vision, you're dead. Very annoying for OG. Like, you can't defend yourself. Saksa did the struggle in this game. He's been heavily targeted by OG members, whether it was Ricky, Taiga.
Sleep in, and they're going to get the Bushwhack. They'll look over with the Inferno Blade. 9 coming over with BKB pop by DM. Skitter over to the side. There's a dagger out, and now they're going to pop the Lincolns on BZM. They get the Doom off onto the Dragon Knight, but the telekinesis coming in from Saksa to save this DK. 9 on the run back, but they've got
speed.
DM trying to get out of this one. They'll also get the kill on Taiga, and Taiga dies. DM falls. 2 heroes gone on the side of OG. Don't have buyback on either of them, and that's going to be a bit of an issue as Tundra are looking to go for more. They find themselves their hands on Misha. Misha throws the Bushwhack, but that's not going to save him, right? They get another kill onto the Hoodwink, and now only Yuragi as well as BZM can defend. These heroes don't have buyback, the racks are exposed, and OG are in a horrid spot to try and save this game. Go and they fire the Laguna Blade over on a 9. They get the kill on a BZM. They'll take out Yuragi. 5 heroes down to the side of OG. They'll call GG, and it will be Tundra who takes game 1 over the side of OG.
See how the lanes are going to go, first of all, because first of all, OG, I thought they're going to stay away from the Timbersaw after Amar left. But, speaking of some of the heroes that are played on Dire, Ursa usually played on Radiant.
BZM some words there as we see potentially First Blood coming in with Fairy Fire, but a slide coming through from BZM to get that First Blood taken out 9. So, First Blood and on the board first again here for OG, which is something we saw in the first game. And, OG did well. They had a tri-lane. They were laning what seemed to be all right, but gave
also dead.
Too much space over, and they might be able to get Saksa too. 33 coming over, Slight again. One more right click needed to get the kill, and it will be Taiga on this Elder Titan to get the kill on Saksa as 33 claims the life of Misha. So it ends up, at least in that sense, being a trade with Misha back up here again. So the 3 heroes combine once more, and it seems to just be always a kill for them as Yuragi's got himself another one, and this is pretty much a copy-paste start for Yuragi in the laning phase to game number 1. And the right clicks on a Skitter. He is just forced to go all the way under the tower and not really have a response to this. He's all by himself. There's actually now 4 heroes here for OG top.
Squad lane. They want to kill Skitter. He's still level 5, no points in enrage. If they decide to dive, Skitter's definitely dead here.
Remnant over, Bushwhack lands, and now certainly another one for Yuragi on the killing spree. Aim OG with a 1k lead, and it is a questionable start here for Tundra, wondering what they can do to really start to put it back in their own favor as, mid again, snowball to BZM, but Searing Chains, Taiga, Stomp, Sleep, and a TP from Snake King with a Frostbite out on a Taiga. 9 will right click away, but there's a lot of damage going on to the Snake King, and they'll get the kill there onto the Crystal Maiden. They end up trading Taiga. BZM will retreat, throw a Remnant down, TP back to base, go back to full health, full mana, and be ready to go once again. And it's an early advantage for OG in the esportsbet.io odds. They're favoring Tundra by a lot, so when you see OG in the lead, I'll end the sentence there. Always impressed by 33, period. Meanwhile, silence on a 9, and 9 is, well, gonna get the snowball off. This might just extend the inevitable, and that is his death. I remember back when Dark Will was just released, that damage was absolutely insane on a solo target. I believe it was like 900. And they're still looking to get a return here on Saxa. Slight again from BZM. So a dominating spree for the Ember.
He was thinking about TPing out, but the good stun coming out from Taiga. Make sure that they get this kill, and another good stomp on a mid lane. Let's see what they can get out of this.
9 shards and the snowball back towards the tower, so mainly just survivability there as the Invis rune will be bottled up, immediately activated. Side of his Searing Chains on a Snake King. The rundown is there. BZM now mega kill streak. He is just stacking up the kills. And on the run is Misha. Bushwhack lands, Bedlam again, solo target, and the Shadow Realm strike won't be enough to get the kill, but now they're going to focus their attention over on to the Timber. So DM on the run, and not because he wants to, but because he's feared up with the Terrorize. Stomp on a 3, the sleep is there. Taiga doesn't exactly have the damage to get the kill on any of these heroes with DM retreating. Answer to this.
I like that 9 is going for Deso straight away. He understands that they might lack some damage, considering that Broodmother is more of a utility hero than the damage-dealing hero. So going into Deso as a first...
Oh, good silence. And the silence comes out, so this is trouble for 9. 9 trying to stay alive. A Snake King goes into the ult. They get the kill on Amisha. They'll look over. Skitter goes on or Yuragi. Down goes 9. BZM with the slight to get that kill, and now Yuragi falls to Saxa. They finish off Saxa again as BZM with a double kill. Slight over to the side, and well, it's a trade 2 for 2.
One thing to notice about Dire on Ursa, the Ursa on Dire, is that he doesn't threaten Roshan as good as Radiant 1 would. Because the map, oh, hold that thought.
Yeah, Walrus Punch on a BZM, but the Bushwhack comes out from Misha, setting up that sharpshooter. Now the snowball over. They're trying to catch him, but stays in the slight, the sleep coming through. But now Yuragi over and looking for Saxa. Thinking about Terrorize to throw at these heroes as the Earth Splitter comes in from Taiga. A slight move forward from BZM, and they are going to get the kill on the Snake King. Now they'll look over the red. Snowball hits out of Taiga, the Walrus Punch to get the kill. Saxa, he's got credit for that as 9 falls to BZM. BZM's been able to take advantage of these low heroes and using these slights to get a couple of these kills in fights again and again and again. And, well, he's done it one more time in this one.
Counter smoke from OG, running inside the enemy base. If they get the stun off, if they get the Bushwhack.
Son of his Searing Chains and going after this Dark Willow. And dies in the Shadow Realm, so with everybody off and over towards the bottom of the map. So Yuragi will get that Aegis. Meanwhile, Snake King over mid. So Skitter's got that Blink Dagger. He's going to be trying to jump in, but they're working with an Aegis on the side of OG. They'll find themselves Taiga, and it's 3 shots to death. They're going to look for more, though. Bramble Maze, Walrus Punch coming in. Yuragi needs to be careful. The Hurricane Pike push away, and the Bedlam damage right on top of this Drow to take out the Aegis. DM's going to be up on the high ground, and now Misha with the sharpshooter. Well, 33's right on top of him. The Terrorize hits both these heroes with a freezing field drop by Snake King. They get the kill on Yuragi. They're going to look over at DM, and they finish off Misha. 3 heroes dead on the side of OG as they're still trying to run on the rest. DM over in the mid lane. That's going to reflect with the Lotus Orb, so the snowball going back towards 9, almost getting the damage to get the kill, but Skitter's going to be the finisher on DM's. Cluster of an exchange up on the high ground. He can literally just go for the heroes that are on the outliers, and that's Misha at the moment. So Cursed Crown, Yuragi, ooh, Bedlam, solo target.
Already
he's going to be right on top of this Drow, and Misha with a Bushwhack, which lines him up for the sharpshooter. Saxa ends up going in a little bit too far, and they get the kill on the Dark Willow. So they save the Drow, they get themselves 1, and it's off the back of Misha landing a couple of spells.
It was a good try from Dark Willow there. Starting to get some Deso charges.
Yeah, that was a 1,000 damage Walrus Punch. And while that's going on, Taiga mid drops the Skitter. They're going to try and maybe have DM go in. But by this point, 33, he's back in the high ground. Skitter, I think, is in a good enough spot where he can defend what OG bring his way. But if they do it the right way, maybe things work out. Side of his Searing Chains with BKB popped by BZM. They go after 33, but Skitter's on the back line. Skitter the Bastion's on it. Yuragi in some trouble with the Hurricane Pike. He'll get into the low ground. They take out this Broodmother. They'll look over at this Ursa. Ursa with the BKB. They get the kill on Yuragi. Saxa, he's on the back lines with the Bedlam looking for the Terrorize. He'll throw it over onto the Timber Saw. They get the Remnant over to kill off Snake King, but they lose DM. Saksa is just doing amazing things with this Dark Willow.
He has his number throughout the whole game. Like, first he finds him with the Aegis, then he almost gets a solo kill, now finds him again in a fight. He does not care about this butterfly. All he has is magical damage, and most importantly, Ursa doesn't die there. This first Roshan, hold that thought.
Yeah, sharpshooter, good snowball. But Remnant laid on top, snowball goes the other way, Sleight of Fist again, and they'll get the kill on a 9. So they are still getting some things out of this. BZM with the BKB, and watch. Yuragi just gets focused by Skitter here. He does get a good 4-step, but Sox is in. Blink Dagger again. Bedlam right on top. Nowhere for him to go. And Yuragi can't output the damage, and DM's going to try to move in, but the Terrorize, like, there's just so many great things happening for Tundra. Is now another great thing that's going on for them is Skitter getting a kill on the DM. They look over with the Remnant, Sleight of Fist Searing Chains. That locks up 2. Remnant once again with the BKB being popped by BZM. Earth Splitter's off the mark. And here come Tundra turning this one around. Blink forward with the right clicks on a Tiger as well as BZM, but they're going to hold off for now. They've got the Hex out from 33 out onto the Ember Spirit. Now the Bramble Maze is down, but it's off the mark as well. So they won't be able to hold anybody close.
It's a bit too risky to climb uphill straight away, so they're going to go around. They don't have that instant stun, so that's one of the issues. 33, he's going to be able to run away.
Yeah, but the BKB's been popped by 9. They go to the Walrus Punch. Lotus Orb popped by DM on himself. And the rest of Tundra, they're out. They'll leave.
It was a BKB usage with the Arcane Rune, so he's going to have it again in 50 seconds. All they need to do is kite, reset, and
here.
Look, they can choose where they want to fight with Bramble and Ice Shards.
Yeah, split via the Shards, and DM back to the low ground with that Timber Chain. Got the Bushwhack coming in as well as the Sharpshooter. Nine's in some trouble.
He's rooted.
That lands out of BZM, so he's feared up. They might be able to get the control off this. The Walrus Punch, the bashes from Skitter on a BZM. They get the trade, and they'll end up losing DM on top of that. So OG, it looked good for a moment until the Terrorize came out and Saksa showed himself.
This is the power of these spells. Bramble Maze and Tusk perfectly placed. Rest of the OG squad cannot enter. They don't have the Blink Dagger, so they can't go across. And Ursa also killed Ember Spirit. I'm not sure if they can fight this one. They're going to try to poke from distance. BZM still thinking about getting in. They do have Elder Titan, however.
One of the better Roche deterrents.
Yeah, so he's going to try to stop it. But yeah, already damage has been done.
33, he's up on the cliff. Remnant over BZM, he's cliffed himself. Sleight of Fist, and then a Remnant back onto the low ground, but they've got the Hex coming out from 33.
Aeon Disc is available, needs to unlock
33 unlocks the Aeon Disc just in time, but the Remnant forward, they're still trying to get the kill here onto the Brood, but here comes Skitter! So the Sharpshooter comes through, BZM's gonna get the kill on a 33. Walrus Punch on a DM, they look for the Terrorize. This time it's gonna land only onto Yuragi, but that's enough.
It's the same
Getting
spot,
Drow out,
same
it's
shards.
a good way to make sure that you're able to escape this fight with the rest of your heroes. BZM with the Sleight of Fist, but no lockdown onto the Ursa. I'm convinced.
Saksa scouted it out with the courier.
That's definitely going to be like 9 or 10, and oh boy, Skitter getting the kill on a BZM with the help from 9.
They know. I mean, they use the scan.
Blink Abyssal, the right clicks from Yuragi, doing nothing. This bear feels fine. As Skitter goes in with BKB, BZM's also popped his own. They get the kill on the Titan. They'll take the other Titan immediately. He's going to buy back, but here comes 33. He's got the Hex. It's through into Yuragi. BZM trying to run. They get the Sharpshooter with the right clicks from Yuragi, but still not enough.
Skitter thinking about going in.
They don't have the damage at all. They go over onto DM. They get the kill. Skitter with another one. Here comes
That's a big ATLT.
But is it enough? Not really. BKB, snowball in, 9 with the Walrus Punch on Yuragi.
Out.
Now, Yuragi needs to leave. Taiga trying to help out as the shards are blocking 33 for the moment, but he runs back and escapes with the rest of his team. And it's not really an escape. It's almost just like, all right, well, we'll reset.
Tundra is so disciplined, man. They're
Scrambling
playing
their way
around
out a little bit.
Yeah, they want to play around this ward that they just placed on the high ground, which is going to get devorted.
They've got the Hex. It's on Yuragi. The chase is on. The Spider Wings are there. They'll look for the Echo Stomp, but the BKB is going to be popped by 33. Yuragi, he does not have that BKB available for 45 seconds. The 4-step away, the Terrorize not going to land. The Bushwhack locks up Skitter for a second, and Yuragi's going to make it all the way back to the base, or will it?
33 refreshes.
Here, there's the refresher. They're going to go in for this. They'll get the kill to Yuragi. They'll take out the Drow. 90 seconds, no buyback. BZM's going to pop the BKB to get away, and Tundra, well, they finally get their hands around Yuragi, get the kill, and take him out. No buyback. Well, what do you do if you're OG at this point? It looks like wait for it all to come crumbling down.
Tusk ready to go in. Punch.
Walrus punch all the way through with Frostbite onto BZM. There is Skitter nearby as well. BZM
Punch again.
Snowball. They're going to Walrus punch one more time. They get the kill on a BZM and no buyback there either.
He's level 25. 12% chance on Walrus Punch with the attack speed coming up from the Moon Shard.
Is that a face tattoo I see on that Tusk? It's got that knockout power.
And they're going to go, and you look at 33.
And no real fear, honestly, and there shouldn't be. They'll go for the racks, the sharpshooter's out. The Walrus punch again, one punch, one KO. 9. He's going to be dominating. They're going to go to the snowball all the way over with the sharp knockout power, 12%, and keeps just uppercutting them. They'll take out Yuragi, they'll call GG, and it's a 2-0 for the reigning TI champs of Tundra as they take out OG.
Is this MMA or is this Dota? I mean, he just punched them out of the game. Good start for Tundra.